Coming to your mat, finding your way to a nice, strong mountain pose. The feet are grounded. Okay, we know how to do that. Often a good idea to lift the toes, spread them out, and bring them down, widening our base of support, and then lining everything up. Okay, hips over ankles, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders, and with the palms face forward, we open the heart and breathe. So already, just by starting to smooth out the breath, we're tapping in, going inward, seeing what's happening in the body here. Can you actually feel your feet grounding into the earth? Can you feel energy starting to come up through the legs, all the way up as you inhale, and then the softening as you exhale? And we'll just deepen our breath in this manner. And then after your next exhale, just move around a little bit. So remember, one of our August poses is chair, and we're going to take the feet just slightly wider than hip width distance, just waking up the body with a kind of a chair movement, hips back, knees bend, arms gently up and down. Okay, so not the real strength of chair here, just the chair-like movement to loosen up. Because our next move, good. All right, our next move is deepening our breath, and also it will include a forward fold. And when we fold, right now we want the knees and hips to be soft. So exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Plant the feet, inhale, draw the fingertips up toward the sky, and as you exhale, think about letting go. Remember, we want to let go. Then go ahead and clasp your hands behind you. If that doesn't work, you can just put your hands on your hips. Soft knees and hips as we exhale, fold forward. Keep your hands where they are, or possibly start to open the shoulders a little more by lifting the hands off the back. Now release your hands, exhale down, inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, your hands come to your heart. We're going to do that 2 more times. So it's inhale, exhale. Now if you clasp, did you clasp the exact same way as you did the first time? Probably. Just change your fingers by 1 just to get a different sensation and open up. Inhale, heart shines up. Exhale, fold forward, soft knees and hips, and possibly raise those arms. Release. And on your inhale, float the arms up, palms touch, and hands come heart center. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. Inhale, exhale. Just notice your clasp, don't change it. Inhale, exhale, fold. Release and float it up. Palms touch and hands come heart center and release. All right, shake it out. So we'll start our spinal series here. We're still going to move with soft knees and hips, feet slightly wider than hip width distance, arms out, elbows bent. Exhale, round into your cat. Inhale, open into cow. And just keep forward and back. Let the legs move naturally. And the next time you're forward, just hold here, press your palms together. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, back to mountain pose. So now the feet are either hip width or even touching here, your choice in mountain pose. Inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to put some distance between the feet if they're close together and move side to side here. So both arms up, take your right wrist in your left hand. You can keep your elbows soft. We want the shoulders away from the ears. Tilt left. And come up, switch, left wrist and right hand. And come up. And that's all we're doing. So we're just going to continue. Just move through that at your own pace. And just start to notice, how does the body feel when you move side to side like this? Can you keep your feet grounded? And the next time you're over to the left, stay there, extend the arms. The right foot is grounded. Left fingertips are reaching out to the left. Now take your right shoulder back and shine your heart up to the sky. Come center, inhale up and tilt to the right. Release the arms, grounding through the left foot. Tilt, taking the left shoulder back. Come center, inhale, and we're just going to let it go. Let it go. And shake things out. All right, so for our twist, we're going to do a nice little feet slightly wider than hip width distance, maybe even mat width distance apart, and we're going to rotate, and we're going to let the lower half of the body move naturally with us as we twist. Okay, so right now, we're knocking on the door of life as we twist side to side, the hands touching behind, gentle tap there. And now start to let your arms release. Coming shoulder height. And with a gentle fist, we're tapping side to side right under the collarbone, building some immunity here. And let the arms go. And higher, and as high as you want them. And then starting to come back down to shoulder height and that gentle tapping under the collarbone. Releasing the arms again as they start to head toward the waist and encircle the body. And the next time you're twisted with your left arm forward and your right arm back, turn your right toes to the right, bend the knee, and bow over your right leg. Come on back up and around and switch. Your right arm's in front, your left toes are pointed to the left. Left knee bends as you bow over your left leg. And come on back to center and find your way back to mountain pose. So we're going to tap in with a few breaths here and just notice all the things that the body is telling us right now. What are you feeling? What's moving? Is anything buzzing? How's your energy doing? And then come to the top of your mat. So we start to work our way down. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, very soft swan dive. Keep everything gentle here. Bring your hands to your thighs, shine your heart forward, half lift. Bring your fingertips to the mat and step back to downward facing dog. Okay, getting settled in your dog. Now start to notice, how do things feel when you're in dog? Give a little scan here. Notice if the pressure is even throughout 2 feet and 2 hands, and then start to pedal your feet. Just that massage for the feet, liberating the toes, and then press one heel down and hold. And press the other heel down and hold. Yeah, press both heels down and hold. And then mindfully bringing the knees down, maybe they touch at the same time. Sit off to the side and find seated mountain pose. So when we talk about focus, there's a hand position that helps us do that called the Dhyana Mudra. So your left palm is up, right palm on top of left. I know you all know this. Touch your thumbs. And we're going to let the arms be at ease, but the spine nice and long. Okay? And then we just breathe. You can defocus or close your eyes if you feel like closing your eyes. And the great thing about this position is when you feel your mind start to wander, you can just press your thumbs together and bring yourself back. We'll breathe into that. And thinking about that blank slate and what do you want to write on it? All right, and when you're done, just go ahead and shake things out. Okay. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we're going to do some fun stuff for our core, and then we'll get to the water wheel. All right, so let's go ahead and put the feet hip-width distance apart. Feet are grounded. Turn sideways so you can see this here. Spine is long. And we bring the hands to the heart, gentle fists to the heart. And with a long spine, start to lean back. Notice what your core is doing. Notice how it engages, how it's challenged, right? And then you might even reach a point where everything goes kaput. We don't want to go there. So just come back to your core challenge point here. Okay. And we're going to take the right arm out and in, left arm out and in, and sit up. So you'll notice what your core does as you start to move the arms. Come back to your challenge point. We'll start on the left. Out, in, right, out, in, and sit up. Let's keep those feet grounded. Magnetize the thighs toward each other as though there was something holding them together. Okay, so let's take it back, and we're starting on the right again. Right, left, now we add a double. And come up. Take it back. Left, right, double, and up. All right, if you're feeling adventurous, you're going to add a leg. You can just stay with those arms if you prefer. Okay, so let's take it back. Right arm out, left leg up, bring it in, tap down. Left arm out, right leg up, bring it in, tap down. Two arms, your choice. Maybe try two legs and bring it in and up. Woo, shake it out. If the two-leg thing is just more than is appropriate or feeling good for you right now, then just keep alternating. Take it back. We're starting on the left. Left arm, right leg. Tap. Right arm, left leg. Tap. Two arms, maybe two legs, your choice. And in. Woo. All right. Are we ready to move on? Just stay with me. Pay attention. Take it back. Okay, we're going right arm, left leg, down. Left arm, right leg, down. Two arms, two legs, stay back here. Going right to the left. Left arm, right leg, right arm, left leg. Two arms, two legs, and in. One more thing we're going to do with that. We're going to do the same sequence, but starting to the left. Is everybody still with me? Are we good? All right. Remember, you do you. Take it back. Here we go. Left arm, right leg. In. Right arm, left leg. In. Two arms. In. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Two arms. And in. Woo! Release, come forward, shake it out. Shake out your legs. Inhale and exhale. We're going to do something very similar to that for the obliques. 2 feet on the mat. Okay? Arms are forward this time. And lean back, find your core challenge point as you twist open to the right, right arm back, left arm forward, and come up and twist open to the left and come up. Now add a leg if you want. Usually we're doing the same leg here, so right arm, right leg, and up, left arm, left leg, and up. You decide which one feels better for you, same leg or opposite leg. Open and up, open and up. We're going to go one more time, each side. So if you've been going at a different pace, that's fine. We finish to the left, come in, whew, and release. Okay, we have one more move with the obliques. So let's all get back together here. Okay, and the feet are grounded, arms are forward. And we're taking the right arm back, left arm forward, right foot up, tap your toes down. Leg up, tap down. Could be your left leg if you've been doing that. Tap, up, tap, and release. Whew. All right, let's take it back to the left. Leg up, tap, up, tap, up, tap, and up, tap, and release. Shake it out. Okay, take a breath here. And let's come down. Okay, so strictly what the water wheel is the rotation of the legs, and then at the end of each side, we add the other little things, the more hip opening and a little twist. Okay, so let's go ahead and plant the feet. Keep your left foot grounded, right knee in, point up, flex down. We're going around in a circle with the right leg. And the next time the right knee is in, hold it in, flex your right foot, and reverse your water wheel. Out, up and in, extend, up and in, flex out, point up, knee in. Is your left foot staying grounded? Let's stay aware of that. How about your hips? They should be both equally grounded on the mat. And the next time your right knee is in, hold it in. Take your hand to your right shin or hamstring and open the right leg out to the side and back. And then come back to center. See if your left leg will straighten any amount. Take your left hand outside of your right leg. Your right arm extends from your shoulder, and that right knee comes just past the belly button. You can gaze towards your right fingertips here. And now we're going to let the right hip come up as we take the right knee farther over to the left, as far as you can with your right shoulder still connected to the earth. Gazes to the right. And now come on back through center as you flex your right foot, take your right ankle across the left thigh, draw the legs in towards you, hold on to your right shin, and let your legs go side to side, forward and back. Circle one direction, circle the other direction. And come back to center. Take your left leg up, point and flex. And circle one direction and the other. Now crossing tightly at the thighs, you might have your ankles now, you might hold on to your calves, you might be holding on to your thighs. And just rotate. Look for any final stuckness in the hips that wants to release here. Just move into that. And release, unwind 2 feet to the mat and let your knees open and close. Come back to center, hands by your side, starting water wheel on the left with the right foot grounded, knee in, point up, flex down. Next time your left knee is in, hold it in. Flex your left foot and reverse your water wheel. Flex out, point up, knee in. How's your right leg doing? Is your right foot grounded, knee pointing up? And the next time your left knee is in, hold it in, hold your shin or hamstring, keeping that right foot grounded. Take the left leg out to the left and back to center. All right, now go ahead and extend your right leg any amount. Take your right hand outside your left leg. Extend your left arm out from the shoulder. Turn your gaze towards your left hand and take that left knee just past the belly button. And now let your left hip come up. Take the left knee outside, all the way over to the right. Your left shoulder is still grounded. You're looking at your left fingers. In this nice cleansing twist. And as you come back through center, let your left ankle come across your right thigh. Draw your legs in. Hold on to your shin and let those legs go side to side. Forward and back. In a circle, one direction. And the other. Come back to center, take your right leg up, and just really observe the right ankle as you point and flex. Circle the ankle one direction and the other. And now crossing tightly at the thighs, holding on somewhere, rotate around. And go the other way. Release, unwind, 2 feet to the mat, gentle open and close of the knees here. And let's come to hands and knees. Okay, make sure you have enough padding for your knees. Remember, anything we do in tabletop, you could do standing with your hands on a chair or at the wall. Okay, so we're going to do some arm strengthening here, coming into a knee down plank. You can always go knee up if that works better for you. Okay, plank to push up. Hips toward heels. Plank, push up, hips toward heels. And you just keep going, knees up or down, your choice. We want to really wake up those arms, strengthen the arms. And then we're going to press back to child's pose with the head supported, the forehead, the seat of your intuition, is engaged, and revisit what you were thinking about your blank slate and what you're writing on it. And then very mindfully observing everything that happens on your way, come into down dog. And once you get into your down dog, notice how things are distributed. Is your weight mostly in your hands? Is your weight mostly in your feet? Try and even it out. If it's mostly in your hands, bend your knees. Send your hips a little back a little farther. Take a couple of breaths. And then observe what happens as you start to bring your feet to your hands. Bring your hands to your thighs. Shine your heart forward. We're going to let the hands float down the legs into a forward fold. Forward folds just give us an opportunity to think and be with ourselves here. Now think about your feet being super, super heavy. The whole lower half of your body is made of concrete. The upper half is made of feathers. Exhale, and as you inhale, float up. Feel yourself float. Palms touch. Hands come heart center. And bring your hands down by your side. Okay, we're going to shake out a little. Make sure that you have enough padding for your knees because we are going to do low crescent lunge, and we're going to be adding a little twist to that. Okay? All right, so come to the top of your mat. We'll be starting sun salutations. Find mountain pose. Yeah. Take a couple of breaths here. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive right over the hip creases. Take a half lift. Your legs could be straight or you could bend your knees. Bring your fingertips down. Step all the way back with the right. We're in this nice lunge. So feel, what does the lunge feel like? What does it feel like to move a little bit in the lunge? And then bring your right knee down. It's behind the hip. Left knee is over the ankle. Arms extend and float up. Low crescent lunge. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, put a lot of length in your spine and take your right elbow to the left. Maybe it reaches the left knee. Maybe you're just more like this. Either way. Unwind, hands down. Step back to a knee up or knee down plank. Okay. And as always, if you're in the knee up plank, come to the very tips of your toes and everybody chaturanga down. We'll just make this a nice little cobra here. Lift the heart. Don't use the hands very much. Release. And observe as you come back into downward facing dog. Once you're feeling comfortable and even in your dog, take a couple more breaths. Take your right leg up. Take a big step forward, left knee down. Arrange yourself for low crescent lunge. Right knee over right ankle, left knee behind the hips, low crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, lengthen your spine and take your left elbow over to the right. Again, you could be up, your elbow could be touching your leg. And release. Just think about cleansing as you twist. Bring the hands down, tuck your back toes, lift, engage all of your muscles here, and take a giant step forward, half lift, forward fold, and float the arms out and up, palms touch, and hands come heart center, and release. Okay, is everybody good to go? Starting on the left this time? Okay, we're going to do it the same way, just get into a little flow with that twisting. So here we go, feet are hip-width distance apart. Get the breath back. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift. Fingertips down. Step back with the left now. We're just in that lunge. Coming into your plank. Chaturanga. Nice little cobra here. Shine your heart forward. The spine is doing the work, not the hands, right? And then make your way to down dog. Yeah, I know, I forgot something. I forgot the low crescent lunge. Felt like we were here kind of early, kind of soon. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we'll take care of that now. Take your, we're going to start with the right leg up. Step forward with your right leg. Bring the left knee down. Right knee over right ankle. Left hip is back. Arms up, low crescent. Exhale, hands to heart. And take your twist. Come on back to center. And tuck your back toes. And step back into downward facing dog. Okay. Now take your left leg up. Left foot forward, right knee down. Line everything up for your low crescent lunge. Hands to heart, long spine, right elbow to the left. Untwist, one hand on either side of the right foot. Tuck your toes. Lift your back knee and take a giant step forward. Take a half lift. Forward fold. Think about the lower half of the body being heavy, the upper half being light as you float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. And release. And shake it out. All right, so we're coming into mountain pose and we're just going to take stock of how things are starting to feel now as we are moving through our practice, what's happening. All right, and you're going to do one sun salutation on your own. So that means starting with the right and then starting with the left. It can include things like the crescent lunge. It could be super simple. The only idea is to just pay attention to what's going on with your body, okay? Try not to get caught up in, oh my goodness, what comes next? Just notice as your body flows through, okay? In this case, I would recommend really the simpler the better. Float the arms up, inhale. Exhale, and here we go. Starting with the right leg back. And just continue. When you get to your downward facing dog, make sure you take several breaths there. whenever you finish, don't rush yourself, but whenever you finish, come to the top of your mat in mountain pose and just observe and breathe. Now, go ahead and raise the right corner of your mouth and raise the left corner of your mouth. Bring your hands to your heart and smile at yourself for having done that and for all the awesomeness that you've had in your practice so far. Inhale your fingertips up and exhale, shake it out as you come back down. All right. Okay, so ready to move on. While we're in a real focusing mood, let's do some balancing, okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and have the feet hip-width distance apart here. And we'll do tree today. So hands to the hips. Drishti, right? Steady gaze. Feeling those feet nice and big, right? Here's where sometimes, again, it helps to lift those toes and spread them out. Strong base of support. Steady gaze, calm mind, right heel up, right knee out. You can kickstand your heel. Now, if it feels like it's the right time for you to bring your foot actually to your leg, and you want to try that right now, go ahead and bring your hands to your heart. And release. First, we have to get the body used to the idea that we're about to balance, right? So let's go ahead, hands to hips. We'll do the other side, feet grounded, left knee bends, left knee out, maybe kickstand, maybe draw the foot up, and maybe hands to heart. Remember, your drishti is on something that isn't moving. And release, shake it out. All right, just observe how it's feeling to have 2 feet on the earth here. And we're going back to tree on the right. So if you want to just hop into your tree, go ahead. If you want to take it in stages, we'll start hands on hips. Heel up, knee out. Bring the foot somewhere along the leg or keep the toes kickstanded if that's how it feels this morning. Hands to the heart. And once you get here, if you feel like it's a good idea for you to raise your arms. You all know tree, so good. And then bring your hands back to center and release. Shake it out. Let's do that on the left. Float into your tree or hands to hips, foot. And slowly release and shake it out. All right, so now go ahead and play with your tree, okay? You have an option, it's going to be 1 minute. You can either work one side for the whole minute. If you had a side that was particularly fussy, you might choose to work that for the whole minute, or you can do 30 seconds on the right, 30 on the left. I will look at my fancy new phone and try and figure out where the timer is and let you know when we're halfway through. All right, that's about halfway, so continue working on the side that you've chosen or work on your other side. And start to finish up here, bringing 2 feet to the mat, observing what's happening in your body, how are things feeling. Let's shake things out a little bit. We're going to come into Warrior Two. Big focus pose here, so the legs are wide. Right toes are to the right, left toes are in at an angle, hips are level, right knee over right ankle, shoulders over hips, grounding through both feet, arms out from the shoulders, gaze to the right. And we're going to breathe here. Notice where everything is, how everything's feeling. Feel the groundedness and steadiness of Warrior Two, and also feel light from the waist up. All right, now straighten your right leg as you turn your toes forward, bring your hands to your heart. We're going to be moving into some forward folds here. So folding from the hip creases, high or low as you want. You might be choosing to keep your head higher than your heart right now. You might go halfway, you might go deeper. Whenever you get to where you're going, bring your hands to your legs or the mat and move around in your forward fold. Looking for places that feel like they want to move, might be a little stuck. Check your head and neck, let them participate. And then come back to center and slowly start to bring yourself up. Slowly, slowly, and breathing. And then find a way to get your feet back side by side, shake things out. We're going wide to the left. Okay, grounding through both feet. Hips level, shoulders over hips. Warrior Two. Gazing past the left fingertips. Turning the gaze forward, bring the hands to the heart, turn the toes forward, inhale. Come into your forward fold, wherever you want it to be, high, low, anywhere in between. Bring your hands to your legs or to the mat if they're there. And let's just hold this forward fold, noticing the sensations that happen. Let the crown of the head face the mat, so your neck is very long here. And now bring your hands to your hips. Come halfway up from wherever you are. Press through the feet. Come the rest of the way up. And once again, bring the legs back together. Find a mountain pose and breathe into that. All right, and from here, now start to scan your body from head to toe. Release, shake anything out. Look around your space if you have something you want to bring into your final relaxation, an eye pillow or something. Just go ahead and have that nearby. When you feel set, come to the top of your mat in mountain pose. Inhale, float your arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Okay, so we're folding from the hip creases, forward fold. Let the crown of the head face the mat. And just notice how things feel in this forward fold, and how are you feeling? All right, now once again envisioning that the lower half of the body is made of concrete. We're just going to float the upper body halfway up. Just float it up. It doesn't have to come all the way up all the time. We're stopping halfway, giving the body a little time to readjust from being in a fold, and then come the rest of the way up. Notice what your legs do as you do that. Take a couple of breaths. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift. Fingers down, downward facing dog. And in your dog, bring your big toes together, knees to one side, hips to the other, twisting side to side. And come back to center. Knees down, sit off to the side, coming into seated mountain pose. And back to your Dhyana Mudra, so left palm face up, right palm on top, thumbs touching, spine long as you breathe. Come into your smile asana. And just notice what you notice here. And revisit your intention. And then gently shake everything out. Inhale and exhale. We're going to do 2 soft forward folds. So float the arms up and gently melt forward. Roll the hands up the legs. Inhale. Gently melt forward. And roll your hands up your legs. Go ahead and bend your knees and bring yourself down to the earth here. So feel yourself grounded on the earth. Just make your body comfortable. And we're going to move into the Apanasana series. So that is also known as wind removing pose, right? So final releasing here. Extend both arms and both legs. Inhale. Exhale, just the right knee in. You might be holding your hamstring. You might be holding your shin. Extend the right leg, both arms back. Inhale, exhale, left knee in. Holding hamstring or shin. Inhale, 2 arms, 2 legs long. Exhale, 2 knees in. Okay, so this is the full Apanasana. We've been doing Ardha Apanasana. Full wind removing pose here. All right, go ahead and put your hands right under your knees. So they're on your hamstrings, right under your knees. Let your knees come away from the body as much as your arms allow, and rock side to side. Releasing and massaging the spine. Come back center. Inhale, 2 arms, 2 legs. Exhale, 2 knees in and find your happy baby. So in happy baby, we want the feet flexed, right? The legs are bent here. So if the feet are far away, then just hold on to your hamstrings. And then go ahead and come into a nice little spinal massage in Happy Baby. Come back to center, release the feet to the mat, gently let those knees open and close. We'll take the right leg up and point and flex and see what you notice as you move your ankle. Circle one direction and the other. Now switch. Point and flex on the left. And circle one direction and the other. And bring the left foot down. You can let those legs wave a little bit here again. Now we're going to do some windshield wipers with the legs very close together. So touch your legs together. Bring your arms long out from your sides, from your shoulders, and gently let the knees sway to the right as you gaze to the left. This is very gentle, side to side, knees left, gaze right. So you're observing, how does your spine feel as you do this? Keep your sway gentle. Stay in touch with your spine as to how far down your knees should go on either side. Keep sending the head side to side. So we started knees right, gaze left, I believe, and then the next time you go knees left, gaze right, you should be even. Come back to center. Bring your feet hip-width distance apart. Keep your arms long as you extend wide through the fingers and take a gentle fist. Extend and wiggle into a gentle fist. Extend and wiggle. Now rotate your wrists one direction and the other. Bring your arms down by your side as you scan your body from head to toe. Take any final movements, do any final realignment as you find your final relaxation position for this practice. All right. And settling in. Inhale through the nose and slowly exhale. Release yourself onto the support of the earth and into your final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Bring movement back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And on your next inhale, stretch long. Exhale, draw your knees in. Give yourself a hug. Find your way to a side. And coming up to a nice, easy seat. as you turn your gaze to your good heart and your bright spirit. Thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.